Guess what I have? The FA7S. Oh my God, we just did the FD7 like 2 days ago. Look, now we have the FA7S. I also have a few more to try out today as well. We have the TRN VX Pro. We have the TKZK Wave. I've never heard of this company before, but hey, I'll try it. And we have lastly, not an IEM, but a headphone. Yes, headphones. Sivga Robin. There you go. Heard a lot of talk about this one. Can't wait to try that one out. Let's jump into it. Hey friends, welcome back to another video on Giz Audio, and sorry for the wind. Hopefully you guys don't hear any of that. And also sorry for the pool cleaning generator thing. That's probably a little bit loud as well. Really, I shouldn't be filming outside during the daytime. It's such a hassle, but it's a nice day out. I wanted to be outside and I wanted to try out some new IEMs and new headphones with you guys. So the first one, we're gonna get this one out of the way, of course, the FA7S, just because I think you guys are most interested in it. Wow, it looks really pretty for an IEM. Let's open it up. Ooh, look at that, the IEM. Very pretty looking, I like that. Now this FiiO case is interesting. I thought it'd be like the leather case, same as like the FD5, you know, the FD7, but no, this is the same one as the FH3. Always good assortments of tips and also interchangeable termination. Love it. So testing the IEM today is gonna be the FiiO M11 Plus, my trusty M11 Plus. I love this thing so much. So clean, so technical, just top-notch quality. And the song we're using to test the IEM today is gonna be called Upside Down by JVKE. There's really no particular reason I picked this song. I just really like it. Oh my God. So I don't know the price for any of these items at all. I figured that we listen to them first, you know, so we get a true first impression without any price kind of like, you know, swaying our opinions. And we'll look up the price together later at the end of the video. Upside Down, JVKE, FiiO FA7S. So we had to move the operation inside because my neighbor came outside and they were like watching TV, talking and all that stuff. So can't film outside. So now we're back indoors. So the FA7S, to me, it comes across on the warm and bassy side. So it definitely has like a low end emphasis. I don't think it has like a bloated bass or anything like that. I think it just leans on the warm side. It sounds nice. Some vocalist comes across a bit more rich, but it does FiiO color. So it's not a balanced IEM. It's not a neutral IEM. It's a very kind of warmish, again, colored IEM, if you will, more focused on the lower end. And the bass hit and slams are on the smoother side, so giving it a more relaxing, kind of warm, low end pleasure, if you will, of an IEM. Now, the one thing it does sacrifice so far to my ears is the sheer resolvability. Now, it's not going to be the most technical feeling set out there. It leans on the relaxing, smooth side, so you can guess that it's not really going to be the most dynamic, not going to be the most speedy IEM. So that's one of the downfall there. But if you're looking for something that's more relaxing, a little bit leaning warm, then this one might be, you know, a good one. Who knows? I need further testing to find out. The one thing to note is that the treble area comes across on the relaxing side as well. So it's not really well extended. I wouldn't say it's dark quite yet. I need more testing to confirm that, but it's definitely on a more relaxed side. It can use a little bit more sparkle in my personal opinion. So far, it's okay. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't love it. Next, let's do the VX Pro. There you go, from TRN to VX Pro. Now, I've not tried anything from TRN before. I know of the brand, I've heard of the brand, I just haven't tried anything from them before. TRN case, the IEM sitting there like so. Okay, so the cable looks rather inexpensive. So I'm gonna guess that this is not an expensive IEM, judging by accessories. Just, you know, just a guess, a little hunch, if you will. Fun fact, I hate cable ties. I never use them. The extra accessory it comes with are pretty much just a lot of extra tips, yeah. This one is a V-shaped tuning. It definitely has a lot of bass, also a lot of treble at the same time. I would say it's more of a balanced V shape more than a bass heavy V shape. I would even go as far as to say that it might even be treble leaning V shape, because I do feel like it has a little bit of that extra bite, that treble bite to it. So it's not really the most smoothest treble you're ever gonna hear. I would say if you're treble sensitive though, this might not be for you, because it can be a little bit harsh. It can come across a little bit too aggressive, too much of a bite, too spicy, if you will, in this one. For me personally, I am a little bit treble sensitive, so I would want that toned down, or at least maybe add more bass to compensate for that. Overall though, it's okay. Yeah, another okay one. Next we have the Wave. TRZR, that's the brand name, the Wave, all right. Oh, it's not TRCR, it is TKZK, not TRCR, that's embarrassing. But yeah, very simple packaging. As you can see, very small box, simple packaging. I'm guessing this is not an expensive one as well. But I don't know, I like the look of it, looks nice. Blue carrying pouch, anyone excited for that? Blue carrying pouch, oh, almost dropped it. Now the cable feels about the same quality as the last one, so maybe they're about the same price, who knows, you know? Maybe this would be direct competitor to the other one, yeah. All right, testing time. I like it. I like it. Assuming that it is priced accordingly, I would say if it lands anywhere in the $50 range or under, I like it. Yeah, it's a neutral kind of bright tuning. It kind of reminds me of the HC Heart Mirror in a way, but more leaning on the BA side. So you get this kind of BA timbre that goes along with it. Now, some of you guys might not like BA timbre. Some of you don't mind it. I personally really don't mind it as long as it's not like super prominent or nasty. This one does have quite a bit of BA timbre, but it feels more resolving than the AC Heart Mirror. It's just the downside is, of course, that BA timbre. The Heart Mirror comes across more natural. It is a dynamic driver. The bass on the Heart Mirror does come across like it hits a little bit cleaner as well. On the Wave, the bass is there, is quite nicely done as well. I would say the highlight of the IEM though has to be the vocals. It feels intimate. It's really pretty much like the Heart Mirror, where it comes across just slightly bit bright. It can be a little bit shouty, but it's intimate and is so energetic and nice sounding. So yeah, I like this. Last but not least, Sivga. Now, if you guys do not know, I do own quite a few headphones as well. My favorites are the HD800S. I have the Focal Clear. I own the Beyerdynamic DT990 Pro. I own the HD660S, and I think a couple more, but those are my favorite ones. Now the Sivga, look. Wooden headphone. I mean, the looks of these are quite unique. I haven't really seen too many wooden. Look at that. Ain't that pretty? That's kind of pretty, no? These are so soft and cushy. Gotta be so comfortable. Carrying pouch, pretty useless in my personal opinion. I much prefer hard cases. Carrying pouch for headphone, might as well not use it. Right side, left side. Man, these are so comfortable. They don't even feel like they're on your ears for the most part. They just feel soft. All right, testing time. All right, so first impression. It has a kind of like a mainstream fun tuning, meaning that it has a lot of focus on the bass, it has a lot of focus on the treble, hence it is, that's correct, it is a V-shaped tuning. Headphones, I almost said IEM, I forgot I'm doing a headphone review, but this is a V-shaped tuning headphone, and I would say that the mid-range here is opposite of what I would call intimate, so it's further back. It feels a bit veiled, hiding behind, you know, the fun elements, like the bass elements is hiding behind the sparkliness of the treble area. Some vocalist does come across a little bit more on the lean and thin side. So this is definitely a niche type of headphones where it's gonna suit a specific taste. If you listen to vocals, a lot of pianos, or anything that requires the mid-range to be neutral, this is not for that. If you listen to a lot of fun genres like EDMs, for example, rap, metal, then these might be a little bit more your flavor. But I would say again that this is very specific taste. It's definitely not neutral. So for me, it doesn't really fit my library quite well because I really love my vocals. The vocals on here feel quite a bit behind, if you will. The one thing that it has going for it, I would say still, I guess, is uber comfy, uber comfort, I guess. Another thing I will say is that if you're sensitive to treble in any way at all, these might come across a bit harsh to you. Now, if you're an older listener, then you might benefit from something that has a bit more treble like these to compensate for some hearing loss throughout the years, right? But if you're a younger listener and your hearing is pretty okay, then you might find these things a little bit harsh on the high end there. But in general, in conclusion, to wrap this thing up, it is quite a mainstream fun style tuning, not for everyone for sure. It's more for those who are seeking that kind of fun signature, if you will. All right, now let's look at the price for those products, shall we? See where we're at, starting with FA7S. So the FA7S, $339.99, so $340. For that price, I would say further testing is needed to confirm my full thoughts on that. But right now, I'm very in the middle about it still. So it's the same as my first impression. Don't love it, don't hate it. $88 for TRN VX Pro. Now this one, I would say that, it has potential. It has some potential at $88. Now, it's not gonna beat the mainstay, which is the Aria, though. It's not gonna beat that at all, but it is a different enough tuning than the Aria where it can potentially coexist, because the Aria is more of a neutral style tuning, right? With good bass, but not the best treble response or not the brightest treble response. While the VX Pro is kind of the opposite of that, where it has just overwhelming treble and, you know, a little bit more reduced bass, if you will, and more V-shaped than neutral. So the tuning is different enough to where maybe they can coexist with each other. So yeah, it kind of has potential. TKZK Wave. So this one is $35.90. That's pretty good. That's like $15 cheaper than the heart mirror. And I like it almost just as much as the heart mirror. The only reason I say almost is because, you know, I haven't tested it fully yet. But after I test it fully, maybe that changes, you know, whether positive or negative. But right now, $35.90, that's pretty good. I like it. The TKZK Wave is solid. $35, good deal. All right, Sivga Robin's, $149. $149. Actually, for that price, I don't think it's half bad. Yeah, you know, it's a fun pair of headphones that's super comfy. $149. Oh man, I can almost give it a pass for $149. I can almost give it a pass for $149. Yeah, that's very cheap for a pair of headphones for sure. A lot of headphones at that price are performing, I would say, right around this area. So I don't think this performs worse than anything around that price. So yeah, $149. It's good. It's okay, $149, I'll give it a pass. All right guys, that is it for this first impression today. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel. Subscribe if you have not done so. I also have a Facebook group down below as well, where you can watch all of these videos early. And also I have my IEM ranking list. Well, maybe I now should start my headphone ranking list, who knows? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, bye.